What up, Laker Nation? You heard your boy Kareem. How you guys doing? Wow. Pissed the fuck off. Ben Simmons is a fucking clown. If anybody agree with him, you guys got to be clowns too. You can't be a man. He went in there and faked the injury. Who do that? And everybody named mother, Shannon Sharp said earlier, he should have faked the injury, not telling him to do that, but he should fake the injury. And you go do that. You got back stiffness and you mental illness. You got people who really suffering from mental illness. You's a fucking clown. You's a fucking clown. And how can somebody condone that? As a grown man, if any of you guys over 18 and y'all men, how can y'all co-sign what he doing? How? Oh, but look what the organization said. I don't give a fuck what they said. I don't give a fuck what Joel B said. That shit was nothing. That shit was light. That shit is light. You playing around, you losing money, and then not only that, you faking injuries and shit. What you think? A guy like Jay Williams. Jay Williams in a motorcycle. Jay Williams, the second pick of the NBA draft. He was in a motorcycle accident. I think in his second year. And never played basketball again. Never played basketball again. You think he wouldn't want to, like, you's an ungrateful motherfucker. That's why I don't like this era. This era and these group of guys today, man, is weak men. Cause how all the evidence I done broke down to you guys and said these things. How could somebody ever side with Ben Simmons right now? How? I broke down. It's nothing. It's nothing. Bill Buckner, a baseball player for the Red Sox in 1986, he went and an easy routine play. They would have won a World Series. They would have won. Now, mind you, Red Sox ain't won a World Series in 86 years at the time, like 80 years at the time. Bill Buckner, the ball went and hit under his leg. An easy routine play he could have made, and they'd have won a World Series, right? He had death threats. Death threats. He went back. This death threats, people really talk about killing him. Now, them people crazy. Chris Webber called the timeout. A kid, an 18-year-old kid. That shit ain't affect him like that. Shit happens. People talk behind people's back, say shit in public. It's nothing. If Joel Embiid felt that was the turning point of the game, so be it. If he felt, oh, hey, the turning point of the game, because to me, it was the turning point of the game. When he missed that layup, they wasn't the same. I ain't gonna say he at fault. He not the only reason they lost, but that was the turning point of the game. If Doc Rivers give an honest answer, say he don't know, it ain't like he said no. Doc Rivers got killed for defending this man. Defending this man. People defended Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers defended Ben Simmons. Talk about people don't know basketball. They talk about taking him out late in games. Defending this man all season. Over those two little things, you can't. The fans not paying you. Yeah, the fans do help, but I'm saying you owe to your organization. Philly wasn't bad to you like that. And then another thing. Oh yeah, but they were trying to trade me for Harden. Be fucking smart. James Harden, one of the top 5 players in the league. Everybody, nobody exempt. You got the whole lot. You don't got no just in a bubble. You didn't play in the playoffs. You was hurt. You don't got no real solid foundation and clout in the NBA like that. You people understand these things. When it comes to certain players be up for grabs. You know that. Like, hey, this is what it is. Boston was willing to trade Tatum, but Anthony Davis said he don't want to play there. You'll be wasting them for nothing. People understand when you get in certain. Right now, LeBron James, let LeBron James be for sale, and let's say a guy like Zion, whoever, or John Morant. If they trade, I ain't gonna compare LeBron to James Harden, but that's still James Harden. James Harden been cooking this and that. You know, like, hey, certain players, it's not like they just throwing you all type of trade rumors. They must have some respect for you. They ain't take none of them offers. You can look at it like that. He should have looked at it in the summer like, oh, they asking for the sky and the moon for me. They asked for Golden State 2 picks. Andrew Wiggins, Wiseman, and 4 picks for the Golden State. The 2 this year and 2 future picks, Wiseman and Wiggins. They must think something of me. You can look at it like that. Like they must think something of me where they asking for the sky and the moon. You act like they traded you for Quinn Cook or something. Like, come on, stop it. Don't do that shit. And then, let me tell you something, man. This was back in the days, man. If this was back in the days, that wouldn't have happened. Y'all talk about Joel B is light what he's saying. Them teammates, Xavier McDaniel, who else? Maurice Lucas, Charles Oakley, Anthony Mason, Charles Barkley, Isaiah Thomas. Like, Isaiah Thomas was no joke. Rick Mahorn, them guys with it, like, that's nothing. Joel B sitting there saying, and then he pleaded to his man, come back, he want Jim back. He want Ben back. That's nothing. Them guys back then was rough. That's the era I came up in. I ain't their age, I'm younger than them, but I watched them. That's the era I came in. As a man, number one, let me tell you something with a man. For one, a man accepts apologies. That's for one. A man, you could get past differences. That's a man. And a man accept responsibilities. So how can anybody defend this man? This man has not one time accept responsibility. He hasn't. He walked around like a little bitch. He hasn't. And then he's not even smart enough. He's not even clever enough to know, be like, hey, I'm coming and fake an injury at the channel. Everybody and their mother watching right now. Suck it up. Play with the fans. Show that you. That's why people say what they say about light-skinned guys. And it's bad because I don't get into that type of time. But people say these type things. He on some light-skinned shit. People clown on them saying shit like that. But this is why people say this type of stuff. I take the bulls. I'm taking the bulls. I'm going out there and bull. This is only what will make you better. This will make you better. You want to improve? You go out there. If they're going to boo you, you drop. If you're confident in your game, I guarantee you Kobe would have came back. Kobe, that shit don't fake. Kobe would have loved it. Kobe would have been like, come on, bring it on. Kobe would have dropped 40, 50. Like, y'all want to trade me? Kobe would have went off. Michael Jordan would have went off. Them guys got that roughneck mentality. Allen Iverson would have been like, come on, let's go. Nobody would have handled it like that. I'm sick of this shit because he's very ungrateful. Like I said, Bill Buckner had death threats. And everybody know he had bad knees. It was the coach fault too. The coach should have took him out for defensive purposes. He was a hell of a hitter. But he still went back and the Red Sox fans forgave him. And he forgave the Red Sox fan for booing him and death threats or whatever the case may be. And also, Chris Webber heard the noise. He turned down the NBA and went to work. You know what Chris Webber said? All right, y'all gonna make fun of me this time out? I'm gonna kill every time. That's what you do. That's what you do. Jay Williams, man, this man, you can imagine that. You're a young guy and you get in a motorcycle accident and you can't play anymore. Like, be grateful, man. Be grateful. I played ball, man. I made the wrong decisions, man. I'm not saying I would have been in the NBA. I would have definitely went overseas. Ain't no question. I would have been able to say I played professional ball before. But I made the wrong choice. I chose the streets. I hate bitch ass niggas, man. I hate it. I hate that shit. He's very fucking ungrateful. I swear I do not like Ben Simmons from this point on. I was still trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? I do not like that man. And Rich Paul is a clown. And I blame Rich Paul too, some. Because you don't even defend that. You check him. Money and all that. I'm going to keep it real how I am. Money and all that. What he's supposed to do, if Ben Simmons don't get in court, he's supposed to be like, I'm going to walk away from the situation. Because I ain't going to have my name attached to that. Rich Paul is supposed to go like this. You get your ass on the court. You're going to play. You're going to do X, Y, Z. If you don't do that, I can't represent you no more. I'm not going to have my name on that. And it's not that bad. It's not. It's not. It's worse situations. Tell me if a fucking coach sit there and tell me he don't know. I don't know if I could win with him at point guard. He ain't said as a player. Maybe they need to put him in a scoring position. That's what I think he'd be better. Give him some offensive responsibility. Take him off the ball. You know what I mean? Put him in an offensive situation. Let him be a scorer. Be like, now, Ben, I want you to be an offensive guy. Fuck all that facilitating shit. We could get a 6'2" guy to do that. That's what they should do. That's what they should do. Do that. But he said he don't know as a point guard. And then a series like that, and then not only that, you know he gonna hear the noise because he done jacked off series as a coach. So he's saying he don't know. He's pissed off. He's pissed off. The same will be if he feel that was the turning point. How the fuck he threw him under the bus? Even though he could have did better. Tobias Harris is he don't. It's bad that he getting none of this. He should get some of this blame that Ben get. He get 180. He gets 180 million. He should get some of the blame. He get it's crazy, but he didn't. But the bottom line is this. If somebody feel that is the reason why they the turning point of the game, hey, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. You could beg the differ. You the same way he went out there in press conference, you could sit there and say that. Hey, I think them turnovers was the difference. Speak up. Speak up. You think that's being fly? Oh, I ain't gonna say nothing. That you a fucking clown. You's a fucking clown. Guys, I'm telling you, if you 18, 19, 20 and you're watching this video, man, and you siding with Ben Simmons, man, listen to what I'm telling you, man. If you're a man like that and you side with him, you're not a man. You can't possibly be a man. You in a team sport and you playing in a hostile environment, man. It's going to be worse than that. You got to be able to take that shit and rub that shit off. That shit was not that bad, man. It's on film, man. All Doc Rivers said was he don't know. He's supporting them and this, that, and the third. No, Doc Rivers got his own shit he dealing with. Doc Rivers done blew 3-1 leads like a motherfucker. So he ain't trying to sit in no fight. He said he don't know. And I think that's an honest answer because you don't know. Then not only that, this man said that's the turning point. You felt that way, you go and if that should bother you, well, the turning point was when Embiid made them turnovers. That's it. You be a man and you shoot back. How can you have a kid and you allow that? Men apologize. People, how many times we in the street and people fight and you be friends again? You fight your friend, you growing up, you 11, 12 years old, you fight, and y'all shake hands, y'all friends again. It look like y'all never even had a fight. Come on, man. People make mistakes. Even if Philly made a mistake, them guys apologized, went all out to the point that they embarrassed themselves. The whole team's gonna go to Vegas, wherever Ben was at, to go meet with them. On Philadelphia dime, they private jet. They doing all this, you know what I'm saying? And then they must think something of you if they asking for the sky and the moon for you. They don't think you're a bum. Wake the fuck up. People, man, I swear. You young guys do not side with him, man. I don't want to see nobody in this comment saying that. You have to understand, because I'm going to question you. I'm going to question you. Be in this comment section and you side with him, I'm going to question you as a man. Because that's exactly how it played out. There's no siding with this man. It's none. You have to be grateful, man, to play basketball. The fans going to be the fans. They can't control him. Your organization, they paid you. Your teammates went to war with you. You know what I mean? Joel Bleed plenty of times say he apologized, and then you keep acting like a sucker, and he bombed back. If he was in the 80s, I guarantee you they'd have slapped the shit out of him. I guarantee he could have been on the Pistons. Isaiah Thomas and them would have slapped the shit out of him. Facts. Charles Oakley would have slapped the shit out of him. Charles Barkley would have slapped the shit out of him. A lot of them players would have back then. Them guys ain't play that shit. They hard. Them things they hard trying to get that money. It's too easy for these guys now. These guys could play like Dennis Schroeder and still get $100 million. Don't even have to do shit. Tobias Harris didn't do nothing in that playoff. Still got 180. Still got 180. Did nothing. Al Horford was 33 years old. Clearly declining. Clearly that old and basically irrelevant and still got $117 million. You don't have to do much in the NBA today. Like, subscribe, peace.